Anyhow, I just thought I would make a quick little touch-up check-in with everybody. See how things have been. And introduce you guys to a book I found at Barnes & Noble. Now, I'm a fan of Lovecraft, as you guys well know. But I found this awesome book, The King in Yellow by Robert W. Chambers, at the Barnes & Noble here. And it was, well, I haven't had a chance to really read past, page 12. I literally just got it. But it's got this beautiful, beautiful cover. Beautiful cover art on it. And then it's got a couple of facts on the inside. Leaf, and it's got this wonderful, beautiful binding and bright yellow color on the black background. A lot of yellow, of course. It's the King in Yellow. Reference to Hastur from Lovecraft, and is as it says here, one of the greatest weird tales ever written, H.P. Lovecraft. And it was not a cheap book, but it was about $20 for this book. Actually, it was $18.95 plus tax, so yeah, about $20. And it's just a really pretty book, and I'm looking forward to reading it. I know that Arkham Report probably already got this one done. It probably already has this book. But I'm late to the party, what can I say? And I haven't really been making any content, so it's my own fault, really. So I'm gonna I'll give you guys a re-up on how it, what I think of it when I'm done with it. And then, yeah. Wow. It says here it was a big inspiration for HBO's True Detective. Now I gotta watch TV. So I gotta find out what that is. Oh yeah, blast me about that. I have no idea what that is. But it's a pretty book, man. Was it worth $20? I don't know. It's kind of a skinny $20 book, but it's got really thick, fancy pages, really clear printing, as you can see. So I'm gonna tear into this one, and I'm hoping to think of some new topics to talk about. And yeah, like my kid wanted to get into YouTube, so it kind of got me to get back into it myself, and try to post something weekly, but it's not that big a deal. And hey, I might even start using fancy stuff like title cards. So look forward to that in the near future. If I don't put one I might put one on top of this video. I don't have fancy money to spend on editors, I can't afford it. But that's just a little something I was hoping to push out, so that y'all know that I'm still around, still here. Just have been wicked busy with my kids and trying to start a business and all that. So, best of luck. And let me know what you guys think of this King in Yellow by Robert W. Chambers. When I saw it, I could only think about how badly I wanted to read something that was Lovecraft style, or at least somebody that wrote within or around the mythos that was actually a good writer. So I watched a couple of reviews of this series of stories and talked about how they were quite intense, kind of jump around. I gotta say though, from the first 14 or so pages, it really, the first few pages of talking about when and where and why in the first few pages was really, I was not a fan of that part of it. But after it got rolling, it picked up a bit, and then, like I said, I'm only 12 pages in. Looking forward to finding out how it turns out. But it was a slow burn to start, and hopefully it ends up being good. And I know a bunch of people probably already read it that are going to be telling me, oh, it's great, or it's this and that. But it was something I've been meaning to try out. So, anyhow, been boring couple of months. And starting to get to where I need serious distractions from day to day. Day to day life has been tedious. Oh, for a re-up on the Lovecraft Country, it still fucking sucks. Sorry. I tried to watch another episode. I tried to watch the first episode again, see if I missed something. The only part I liked was like the first 5 seconds of it. So, no. Turned into a shitty B-roll monster movie with broadly drawn characters. I already went over all this, but quick shout out to Arkham Reporter. I've been binging the shit out of his channel, and I haven't really put anything up lately on mine, so just wanted to give him a quick thumbs up. I liked the last review, or the last video you made about the what you're reading, and it kind of inspired me to kind of pick a book up that I probably wouldn't have without having been watching the hell out of your videos. But love letters aside, I will try to get something going on a regular basis, because I've just been like I said, trying to get things moving business wise. And so my next video is probably going to be probably not a follow-up to this, because I hardly have free time, so reading is something that I have to balance between reading and writing. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of let everybody know I have been writing quite a bit since I was in college about 15-20 years ago now, and I've only had locally published small stuff like poetry, but I'm hoping to get some short stories together, and I would love to, if anybody wants to do like a workshop segment, maybe, and it would like me to do like an audio book and a review of your short story, nothing over 6 pages, 6 to 8 pages at the max, because I just don't have the time. I've got 3 kids and a lot going on. But yeah, if you would like to email in my description, if you would like to send an email of a document with instructions, I'll give it a read, and if you would like me to do a review on it, that's fine. I want to do something that is either from people that haven't been published yet, people that are like small time, like that are local magazine published only, something small, even if it's self-published, that's fine too. But I would like to do reviews on, and maybe even workshop with some of my writing and some of your writing as well. So I don't really care about genre. I'll read anything, but I prefer something that would kind of stick into the, not really Lovecraftian, but in the pulp style. Because I'm hoping that I can I'd like to get a collaboration done with other authors and try to make something like a small-time print, kind of like the, I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but that was mentioned in the Arkham Reporter video about how it's a group, like it's a small magazine or a publishing that does short stories and sci-fi and whatnot. And I'd like to do something like that, get a group of writers together, like-minded writers together, and maybe try to put some stuff out. Now, I'm not a great writer, but it's like something I've always kind of wanted to do. And now I think it'd be cool to find a group, if only like 5 or 6 of us, to go together and then maybe do like a digital release on something, not even to make money, just to get our work out there, and then maybe go from there with, people could order prints of it, something like that. But it'd be cool to kind of get a community going for writers. It could be mythos, Cthulhu mythos type of writing, or just horror genre, anything really. It'd be nice to, instead of just reviewing and talking about other people that lived 100 years ago in their writing, to kind of reinvent that, or not really reinvent the wheel, but to kind of move forward into the building our own maybe not mythos, but our own collaborative body of small works. And even if it's not something that anybody even hears about till long after we're dead, it would be nice to be able to tell people, hey, I contributed to this magazine, or I contributed to this digital publication, so I was published, albeit digitally. And but that's way down the road. So like I said, if you guys want to, that'd be cool. I'm going to go ahead and show you what kind of stuff I'm going to do by reading and critiquing my own writing. And I'm wicked nervous about that, because it's like it all feels really great until other people hear it, see it, and read it, and then they're like, dude, you suck, or that's great, but yeah. So anyhow, it's been good to be back, and I hope we get something started, even if it's nothing big. That'd be great to be like 100 years from now, people talking about, hey, remember that magazine, that digital release, and those 6 or 7 authors, they got together and they started putting out their own digital mythos of their own, even if it's just kind of, I don't want it to be copy and paste Lovecraft, but it would be kind of fun to be, 200 years, 100 years, 120 years from now, when we're long dead and buried, to be able to have the whole world buzzing about our stuff that we wrote. And it would be like, kind of like with Lovecraft and the Arkham Press, and it'd be really cool to have that, like, where you're huge, but you still feel like you're right there, like you're right next to people, like you're that secret author that, you're like Iron Maiden, right? The band, like, everybody knows who they are. Everybody knows who they are, but they're still, like, underground. That's kind of how I feel about Lovecraft, is like, everybody knows the name, but when you meet somebody that's a fan, or people that are fans, it's like you're in your own little circle, like you're a little subculture of humanity, and nobody else, even though tons of people know who he is and have read him, it doesn't feel like everybody knows who he is. It's like, oh, who's your favorite author? Oh, Lovecraft. Oh, who's that? Is he new? You go, yeah. New to you. This book here, it's over 100 years old. Didn't know who Chambers was until recently. And now I'm reading it. And he's been dead for 100 years, so why not? Do our own thing. Yeah. So, all right. I've rambled on long enough, and I will have to cut this down because, damn. But anyhow, let me know what you think. And if you want to contribute, that'd be awesome. Stay fat, get fatter. This is the cheddar, and I am out.